tell them I said thank you for the support, thank you for the prayers. Just continue to keep me in their prayers, and I'm just focused on getting home to my son. I do miss my son a lot.
You know, the sad thing is today, February 20th, 2026, is her son's first birthday. And the saddest thing is there will be many, many birthdays that she will miss. That is outside of bars. You know, she's still alive. Her son will still be able to visit her. But there are no winners here. And my heart goes out mostly to Romeca and these children. Quadajah Holly Johnson put her baby at severe risk when she decided to fire shots on Romeca Blackmon outside of National Teachers Academy in broad daylight while children were going to school, people were going to work, and just going about their day, not knowing that they had to dodge bullets that morning. Romeca was doing what most mothers do, and that was taking her 6-year-old son to school that morning. And neither one of them knew that would be their last time seeing each other. Justice for Romeca.
So, Holly, I have been talking to a few of your supporters, and they are very concerned about you. Is there anything that you want me to tell your supporters?
Yeah, you could tell them I said thank you for the support, thank you for the prayers. Just continue to keep me in their prayers, and I'm just focused on getting home to my son. I do miss my son a lot. And yeah, just continue to pray for me and my family.
Okay, I will let them know.
I wonder if they'll let her know that Carlos did not put up his baby's birthday on his page today. Instead, he's putting up random things. Let's take a look at his Facebook page. And by the way, this baby shower was held February 16th of 2025, which was 4 days prior to her delivery. What the good energy at? Wait, what? Now, I came here to see if he was posting about his son because the baby is 1 year old today. And I see that he ain't talking about his son who just turned 1 year old and is without his mother on his first birthday. Right here in my feet, pretty. You got this big Los. Hopefully with your son, little Carlos. Not on Facebook, that's for sure. It's at the gym, though. Stay locked in. You already know, yo. You already got it. Just keep yourself in that place. Continue and rise. Where's the happy birthdays for his baby? And happy birthday to your chunky man. Turn him up today. Yeah, where he at? Where he at? Why? David not hitting it right now? What? You must be fascinated with GAY people. That's your go-to joke every time you say something to him. I'm starting to think your ex was a OMG. What is really going on? B, you ever realize I might got some ties to this person they speaking about? If you don't, step for your people. When MF's trying to gang up on them, your ass a goofy. Who this girl? OMG. Okay, so I see that he's not talking about baby cars and his first birthday. He's talking about ladies. This is not the gym. I thought this was his bulletproof vest that I was looking at. Let's see what they say. Take your ass to jail. Clown and demon. Oh my God. Look, and he putting her out there. You so beautiful with a lot to say. Please stay off my page. That's what he do. The Meek Squad. Wow. All right, so nothing about baby cars. And their forever after was very short-lived. Did Deja really think that there would be a forever after? According to this picture, she did. She was out celebrating on November 8th when it was announced for everybody to wear pink. in memory of Romeca Meeks. You can see a couple guys standing behind her in all black, and it also read that she's at some type of pool hall. I'm not sure, but Deja, what are we celebrating? And this also would have been around the time that she conceived the second baby if she was 7 weeks when she was locked up December 3rd.
Never want to be a bitch that got retail theft on their background. I would never be forcing no nigga to try to be with me after he done showed me with 100 bitches 100 times that he don't want to be with me.
Now I'm wondering how she's feeling behind them bars about her and Los's relationship. There will be many calls from prison that will go unanswered. So now I'm wondering if this I would never video is ringing in her head yet. Romeca deserves to be here with her mother, her son, and her loved ones, and she lost her life for nothing. This was Romeca's birthday, June 2nd of 2025, and I wanted to include this because if you remember with Holly's I Would Never video, she talked about Romeca not having a car, being picked up, and going to her own birthday party by a driver or whatever. She just made it sound really bad. But Romeca was turned up, and Quadajah was somewhere watching and jealous. She made this night look like she didn't have a care in the world, and she looks like a superstar being picked up and pampered by her family and loved ones. Only a hater would have something bad to say about this moment. It was her birthday. It was a fresh start, a new beginning, and she was proud of herself. She said, "Happy 31st birthday to me. I love the woman I have become. So humble and fine AF. Cheers to more life. Meeks Day is always a vibe. Cheers to more life. Meeks Day is always a vibe." Even in a storm, she stayed positive, and she knew that she was strong enough to fight through anything, any obstacle. But when somebody is dead set against taking your life because they're jealous, they want to see you down. They want the man that you have. They want your life. It ain't nothing you can do about it. But God will take care of them.
I was actually the one at the scene. So I was the one that was yelling out to arrest her because no, everybody wasn't doing anything. I was actually the one who called the cops first. And I saw them when they were fighting in the beginning. And I was like, this is not right. He was slamming her with a door when she was standing in her door frame, not even close to the female on the other side. So she was literally standing on the other side of the road, and her baby daddy was literally slamming the door on her back. So she went back into her car, came back out, and then this was when the baby daddy walked towards the other baby mama. After this happened, he grabbed her by the waist. She tried to wiggle away from him. Her arm was like literally almost getting free with his arm around her neck this time because he was holding her by the waist in the beginning and she wiggled out, you know. After this happened, he had her in the like almost looking like a headlock to me on the side, and then the other baby mama stated, "I'm gonna shoot you, bitch. Watch me shoot you, bitch." And he stated, "Oh, she's gonna go get her gun. She's gonna go get her gun. Watch." And after this happened, she ran to the passenger side of her vehicle, grabbed her gun, went around, and when the woman, the mother, you know, who slipped away from him for at least like maybe a good second, as soon as she slipped away, she shot her in the face, on her side, and in her thigh. And I saw him like holding her for a split second. Maybe he was in shock. This supposedly was your first baby mama. Because when I was on the bus, I heard him and her screaming, and she was literally saying, she was like, "I just dropped off my fucking baby. What? I just dropped off my fucking baby. Are you guys kidding me?" As soon as I got off the 21 bus, and trust me, they got it. You know what I mean? She said she dropped her baby off, and you go. You don't know who she is. You know what I mean? And I was like, arrest her. She needs to get arrested. You know what I mean? They weren't even thinking. There was another black female cop who came up, and a Mexican short cop, and I pointed out, I was like, the guns in her car, why wouldn't you give him the gun if supposedly this was, a self-defense? You know what I mean? If it was like, hey, here's the gun, this is what happened. It was no self-defense. I swear to you, it did not look like no self-defense. It looked like you because you were just angry or something. You know what I mean? And to me, when it wasn't the female that got shot, she wasn't with any gun. She didn't have no weapon, no knives, no nothing. So what was it that frightened you so much? You had to run around your car, go into your passenger seat or whatever the case is, and you reached in to get your gun. Shoot this woman, you know? So to me, it was a senseless. They were arguing because she was pulling up, and I guess they ended up parking. Why was her car parked on the sidewalk? Because I seen she ran towards the sidewalk to get her gun, and it was a small black vehicle, and he had a black truck, I think. And literally, he came out of his truck looking like real, like he wasn't like on anything but being like mischievous, like nothing but like what was like he was planning something, you know what I mean? And I called the cops on the first time I called the cops, it was because he was attacking her, you know, and the other girl was just yelling at her and she was arguing back. So there was nothing going on for her to be like, oh, I'm gonna step back over here to go get my gun, you know. She was nowhere near her.
If y'all want to get strong, you get on the doggy program. The doggy program, you ain't doing shit else. You sitting on the couch, you ain't got shit to do. You eating all of them fucking calories. All you do is stuff carbs and sugar and dairy in your mouth. You want to get strong, get on the program. The doggy program. Doggy program. Damn, he ain't gonna stop. How many was that?
I mean, why didn't they put up videos of her in the nail shop and he pulling up, jumping on her? Why didn't they put up the video 2 weeks earlier of that? She's dropping her baby out and she's running in the middle of the street and almost get hit because he's down there threatening her. Why didn't they where is the video of her literally at Holly, harassing her, trying to fight her? Where is that? You know, everybody wants to keep saying, Holly. Holly, why would you call DCFS on Romeca if Romeca messed with you so much? Holly, you picked with my baby. You did this all the time. Her co-workers came to my house yesterday. And she literally said, I said, I was never come up there harassing Romeca. She said, all the time. She said, I had to tell him, if you put your hands on her, we're all going to whoop your ass. She said, Romeca used to park her car 5 blocks away almost and walked to work so he wouldn't see her car there. Because she moved. She changed her number. She didn't want nothing else to do with him. So the only way he knew to find her at was the school or her work.